Hey, Ron. Hey, Coach O. Hey, boy, giving you the worst record. You gonna say why are they just now having the ring ceremony? I said because those who say no, you put 21 and 23. 21. You already gonna win it.
2%.
Hey, no, I said he put 21 and 23 on it. You're guaranteeing this year.
Just tell them that the school wouldn't allow us to pay for them. I had to go through separate funding. You know that? That's why it took so long. Isn't that crazy?
That's real crazy. You got to do a fundraiser?
I raise separate money to get permission to do it.
Hey. What's it called? Deal that with the SSA an exception to the rule.
Oh, yeah. One simple he's so.
Oh, that's crazy. Pepper school with crazy athletes. That's crazy. What happened, man? Oh, Fairmont.
Same thing happened to Fairmont last year. They wouldn't even let them use the white house.
You know, these people.
Hey, Tiger fans, at this time, we would like to recognize our 2021 state championship team. But she has had some issues getting their rings, but we are so glad with the help of the community and the help of Talent Royal Jewelers, we were able to provide this 2021 AAA State Championship Shady Spring Tigers their championship ring. We'd like to congratulate these individuals individually.
3 rings and 2 jackets.
We'll do so in alphabetical order.
Yeah, 3 rings. In fact, the ring that I got in the items, 92, 93, was exactly like the Bulls.
First off, Devin Perigoni,
Just like the
number 15.
I got a jacket from
Number 5, Cole Shetton.
98.
Number 0, Brandon Chapman. Number 4, Gavin Davis. Number 3, Todd Duncan. You're my proxy mom and dad, Duncan. Number 33, Latrell Harrison. Number 11, Jaden Holstein. Number 12, Sam Jordan. Number 21, AJ Lent. Number 24, Cameron Mans. Number 2, Amar Maxwell. And rounding out the players, number 10, Jacob Meadows. Your coaches, Ryan Wade, Coach Ronnie Olson, and Coach Russ Jordan. Folks, let's get on our feet for this state championship team. Give them one more big round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen, for the way that you represented our community and our state. 2021 AAA State Champions, the Shady Spring Tigers.
welcome to Shady Spring High School. Tonight, Video Production presents Raleigh County High School basketball. It's the Independence Patriots, 4-11 against the Shady Spring Tigers, 14-3. Tonight's game being presented in part by Little General Stores, great prices and convenient places. With Bob Bolin, I'm Maris Lowry, and Bob, these two teams are ready for round two. They met back on the 19th of January, a game that I had the pleasure of calling over at Coal City. Shady won the game easily, 88-25. Shady, perhaps the hottest team of any team in any class right now in West Virginia. They have not lost since they came back from Florida. They won 11 in a row. They're 14-3 as they take on Independence tonight, who is 4-11.
Yeah, Maris, I mean, on paper, I just tell it like it is. This should be a blowout. It happened at Independence. But let me tell you, Sean Jenkins is trying to build a program. He's coming in here. To get 4 wins in his first year here, he's doing a tremendous job. So he's trying to build a program that is tremendous in football. Well, he's trying to bring some basketball excitement, and he did have a great win over Westside, his former team, earlier this year. They're 4-9, not in Shady's league right now. I mean, Shady's maybe the top team in the state in all classes. And, that's what I look for tonight. But I know a Sean Jenkins team is going to compete, they're going to fight, and they're going to play hard, and they're going to play smart.
And the one thing Independence will have to do tonight that they didn't do when they played back on the 19th of January, they got behind 26-4 at the end of the first quarter. They got to find a way to try to stay close in the first three minutes of the ball game.
Yeah, they do. And that happens, getting that first bucket of the game, trying to create some tempo. But it's so hard against Shady because Shady does the full court pressure. They can press after a missed shot, a made shot, and they make things difficult. Just like the Independence football team. I mean, they had 90% of their games this year were played with a running clock in the second half.
Yeah. I
mean, Shady is the equivalent in basketball as Independence was this year in football. So that's just telling it like it is.
You're exactly right, Bob, because, I had the pleasure of calling most of those Independence games. And, over the last 2 years in covering football and basketball for Video Productions, outside of maybe 2 playoff games, I don't think that Independence, there's no other time where they didn't have a running clock in football. And Shady's been that dominant in basketball. In fact, the only in-state team that has beat Shady has been Morgantown, and that was back in December.
Yeah, and, that was Shady was up 1 point with 19 seconds to go in the game, and Morgantown hit a 3. And, Shady had 2 losses against powerhouses down in Florida. So they have a great in-state record, and Morgantown's the number 1 4A team. So not a bad loss losing to a top 4A team.
Right, and that was the first game of the year back on December 16th. Shady lost 56-52. But since then, some of the teams they've beaten, University, and since they've been back from Florida, they've got wins over Princeton, James Monroe, Bluefield, Winfield, Greenbrier East, Independence, Logan. Big win, a game you did against Fairmont here. Big win over Bluefield. And how about how well they played in the Greenbrier Classic last weekend?
Oh, wow. The Parkersburg South game, Shady was unbelievable. A 20-point win. I don't like to sugarcoat. A 20-point win against the second best 4A team. And that's what Parkersburg South is right now. The second best team in 4A, and Shady totally dominated them. Unbelievable performance. And, I just think they keep building. They keep getting better. And that's what you're trying to do, get ready for Charleston.
And I think one of the things that's got Shady, I think they're on a mission because of how they lost the title game a year ago to Fairmont. Right as the light and the buzzer went off, the ball went in the basket, and they lost by 1 point to Fairmont. And I think, to a man, they have really been focused from day one, and they are on a mission.
And I agree with that, but the character of these kids, if that ball would have rolled out, I think they would still be on a mission. I mean, that has a lot to do with it. And if you look at the all-tournament picture of the Chapmans in that, it's heartbreaking. They didn't want that all-tournament trophy. I mean, it was really rough to look at. But these kids are competitors. They like each other. They really play well together. They play hard for their coach, Ronnie Olson, who always has their back. And they got things going on here at Shady, without a doubt.
Well, Shady and Independence both going through their warm-ups. We'll go ahead and take our first pregame break. We'll come back. We'll get you ready here in about 8 or 10 minutes to tip the game off. You're watching exciting high school basketball streaming on video production.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
We are Northside Automotive. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are your home for 8 incredible car brands in Summersville: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Take a ride on the North Side where everybody rides. Northside Automotive, Route 19 in Summersville. Online at northsidewv.com. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are Northside Automotive.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. Both teams still going through their warm-ups. We're about 5 or 6 minutes away from getting the ball game started. Video Productions would like to thank one of our instant replay sponsors, West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma, as Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you back on your feet, as West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Also, we want to thank the good folks at Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of Raleigh County Sports. For all your heating and cooling needs, you can dial up the good folks at Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. Indoor Air, you're a man, a dealer. Well, Bob, one of the things that Independence has added to their team that they didn't have to start the season, and that's Cyrus Goodson. And he was a tremendous football player and a great athlete, and he leads the team in scoring, coming in right about 17 a game. So he's been with the club for about, 6 or 7 games now.
Yeah, Cyrus gets up in the air. He's an athlete. As you said, tremendous football player. He's got it in his genes, and, everybody says, well, he's Chris Gross's nephew, that starred for Marshall. Well, you better think about his mother, Melissa Goodson. She was probably the best athlete in the family. I mean, she was all-state.
True. That's right.
Oh, she was unbelievable. And I remember when she was in junior high, she wanted to play on the boys' football team, and I guarantee she would have been all-county.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what an athlete.
And, we talked about Shady the last segment, and as we talk about them now, when you look how they've really spread the wealth around, they're led in scoring by Braden Chapman's 18, but then you got Maxwell and Cole Chapman with 11 apiece, and then Cameron Mans on the cusp of double figures with 9 points.
Well, Cameron Mans has been lighting it up lately. Had 25 against Parkersburg South. Not only has he been shooting the lights out from three, he's been rebounding the basketball. He's taken his game up a notch to the next level. Everybody knows Braden and Cole. They've been tremendous players for 4 years. And Maxwell, I mean, he's developed, had that 32-point game against Fairmont. Those kids have all developed. And just don't leave out Jaden Holstein. He's kind of the one, doesn't need to score, doesn't worry about his name in the bright lights, but he's their defensive stopper. He can guard 1 through 5. They can switch him on picks, and when somebody gets beat, he's a great shot blocker.
Yeah, he does the dirty work. And somebody asked me the other day, if Shady was to have an off night, can they be beaten? And first of all, I said anybody can be beaten on any one night. But the odds of having all their guys have an off night, I think Shady can get by if one guy doesn't maybe shoot the ball as well as they normally do, because they're so talented and they are so balanced.
They are, and they got, their role players that come off the bench know their roles. They got a tough guy, defender, that comes in Davis. They got Sam Jordan, who comes in, really can defend multiple positions. And then Jack Williams, still coming back from that knee injury. But if somebody's having an off night, he's capable of coming in and scoring 25 points.
Well, after tonight, Shady still to finish out the year, still a very difficult schedule, Bob. They'll play Greenbrier East on Friday on the road. They'll be at the Armory next Thursday to take on Beckley, and then they'll finish the final 2 regular season games at home against Logan and Huntington. Yeah. So they started really tough. I mean, there's not really any weakness. It's hard all the way through their schedule.
I mean, they played every number 1 team in the state. That used to be a big deal, 2 number 1s playing each other. It's happened to Shady 3 times this season, and if you count a game in Florida, it's happened 4 times where number 1 teams have battled. So they played a great schedule. And then I didn't mention Kyle Olson. He would probably start on over 90% of teams in this state. I mean, he shoots the lights out. And, that's when you get down to number 9. So Shady's a deep team. Ronnie just does a great job on all these kids care about how well the other ones do. And that's a quality, that's something hard to reach with the team.
Well, no, that, Bob, their JV team put up 76 points tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't find very many JV teams that put up that kind of points.
And all I'll say for Independence, the top middle school in Raleigh County is Independence. So,
right.
Times change. They got kids coming right now. Shady's on a cycle that could last a while because they have good players in different classes.
Yeah, I had a chance to watch Independence Middle School. They beat Park in December at Coal City. They played here about a week or so ago again, and Independence beat Park by 30 points. Independence is very good on the boys middle school level.
Yeah, and Sean Jenkins knows that, and I think he's enjoying Independence. That's what he told me before the game. He's only won 4 games, but he's really enjoying the kids and the atmosphere there, and he's a winner. It's going to happen.
We're moments away from getting the ball game started. We're going to have the playing of the national anthem and the player introductions. We'll go ahead and take a pregame break and come back and get you ready for the tip between the Independence Patriots 4-11 and Shady 14-3. You're watching live streaming coverage of Raleigh County High School basketball on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. We never stop because life never stops.
At Childers Enterprises, your comfort is our business. We're always on the go. Childers Enterprises is your trained comfort specialist in Southern West Virginia. Choose train and feel pretty comfortable in your home.
Make that one call to Childers Enterprises for your free estimate.
It's hard to stop a train.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
There you had the playing of the national anthem, and we're moments away from getting the ball game started. For the Independence Patriots, this is how they will go. Of course, they're led in scoring, Bob, by Cyrus Goodson at 17 a game. Colton Hughes will be one of the starters. Corey Shoemate, the second leading scorer on the team at 14 a game. Jordan James, and then Silas Nelson to round out the starting five for Coach Sean Jenkins' Independence Patriots.
Well, I mean, there's a returner there, Goodson, that had a great year last year. We hope a fight doesn't break out because Corey Shoemate is a really good amateur boxer. I mean, he's doing a good job at boxing. I've watched some of his tapes, but, you know.
In fact, Bob, he's related to Butch McNeely.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah, no wonder he is as good as, and I know obviously that's a name you would know because obviously you and I grew up with Butch and knew what a good boxer Butch was back in the day.
Makes sense now.
Yes. All right, taking a look at the starters for Shady. Of course, they'll start like they always do. We'll have the Chapman brothers, Braden Chapman, the team's leading scorer at 18 a game, Cole Chapman at 11 a game, Amar Maxwell at 11 a game, and then you have Cameron Mans at 9 a game and Jaden Holstein at 4 a game.
Maris, I think Braden Chapman is making a run at Player of the Year. When you look around the state, the really good point guard for Morgantown is out for 3 weeks with an injury. And, I mean, I look at all the players around the state, and I can see Braden Chapman making a case for Player of the Year.
And I would agree with that, Bob. And wouldn't that be amazing if that were to happen, that Raleigh County would have the top football player in the state of in Judah Price, and to have the top basketball player of the year as in Braden Chapman, if that would happen.
And his own school had the top volleyball player in the state.
Yes.
Yes.
So isn't that amazing?
Yeah, the little Williams girl, she can play. So there's some talent down here in Southern West Virginia, and you think about these Shady Spring Tiger fans, Independence at 4-9. Not having the greatest year in the world. And look at this crowd. Great crowd here tonight. Just a great atmosphere out here. It starts with the principal, goes down through the AD, the coaches, and Shady Spring has things going on.
So we're ready to get the game going. It'll be Corey Shoemate. Corey Shoemate in the center circle, and they're going to have to adjust the clock now. They do. Jaden Holstein will jump for Shady. And as I mentioned, it will be the young man of Shoemate, Corey Shoemate, to jump for Independence. So the crowd is settled in. We're ready, and we hope you enjoy this game streaming here on Video Productions tonight between 14-3 Shady, 4-11 Independence. So we got to do a little housekeeping first. They got to know you can't play with jewelry, Bob.
I'm going to skip that one there.
Okay. Well, you know, that's a rule in the NBA, and it starts it there and it comes all the way down. You can't have jewelry.
No, they shouldn't. That would drive me crazy if I was coaching. I'm going to skip that one.
All right.
All positive tonight, baby.
All right. Now we're ready to roll. Put the ball in the air and get this game underway. This is the second meeting between the two teams. As I mentioned earlier, Shady won the opening matchup at Coal City, 88-25 back on January the 19th. So Independence will have first crack at it. They won the tip.
Shady starting out in their traditional half-court man-to-man defense.
Cyrus Goodson trying to create a shot down the lane. Good defense by Holstein.
Interesting there, Shady starting out with Chapman guarding Goodson, but Goodson is starting out on Cam Mans. Interesting to see the matchups by the coaches.
Maxwell with the shovel pass inside Holstein. He couldn't get it to go, but there's Braden Chapman to put it up, and it doesn't go. Third opportunity. Shady's going to just see if they, on this possession, I guess they were just going to shoot it until they made it, and now we have a held ball, and it will stay with Shady.
You know, that's when Coach Jenkins up right now. When they can out-jump you, you got to put a body on them. You got to put a body on them that takes their legs out from under them where they can't jump. And, you know, this will be Shady's fourth attempt, but they turn it over.
Yeah, and that's one thing. A team as good as Shady is you can't keep giving them multiple chances. As Goodson attacks the basket and lays it up and in.
Yeah, showing his athletic ability there with a little Euro step. Cyrus Goodson.
Yep, Cyrus Goodson, a tremendous football player, great athlete. Mans from downtown. Little strong, and Shoemate will clear the rebound. So I'm sure if you're Independence, Bob, you want to slow the game down a little bit.
Oh, without a doubt. And slow the game down, take care of it, cut, look for layups, try not to turn the ball over.
There's a nice defensive play by Cole Chapman on the defensive block. Goodson will dial it up from three, and that's a little strong and over the backboard out to Shady. And watch this first bucket for Independence. Goodson on the drive and finishes it off the window. So here's Shady with it. You can get the ball down low to Maxwell, and his shot is rejected. Nice defensive play by the Patriots, and then they throw it away.
Yeah, that was tipped by Shady.
Yep.
So Independence off to a good start. If they could get a bucket here, I would really look for Sean Jenkins to try to take the air out of the ball.
Well, you know, Independence only scored 4 points in the first meeting, and now if they can get a bucket here, they'll have as many in 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, that was a really good out-of-bounds play there. See if they run the same thing from this side. They got Shady on the switch and had Chapman behind him, but he was able to knock the ball away.
So here's Independence spinning into the lane, and Maxwell comes up with a nice defensive play. Maxwell on the finish right of the lane.
Yeah, Mar Maxwell coast to coast.
Independence in no hurry.
You know, they need to keep that ball in Goodson's hand as much as possible. And just his athletic ability and his football background, he's not going to be intimidated.
And there's going to be an Independence foul as Shady's defense becomes their offense, and Braden Chapman will draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, Braden Chapman going strong to the back. I just like Goodson. You see, he knocked Chapman down. What did he do? Whenever he picked him up, these tough football players, watch him, he fouled him hard. He said, hey, I'll go help you up. They
play hard, but it's good to have good sportsmanship. As Shady wants a timeout before the free throws. We got a 30-second timeout. While we got 30 seconds here, we want to tell you about one of our streaming sponsors, which Affinity Coal. And Affinity Coal Company is located in Sophia, West Virginia, close to Independence High School, and are currently operating an underground coal mine with an on-site preparation plant in Sophia, as I mentioned, out toward Independence High School. They also have a new surface mine in Waco, West Virginia. So if you're tired of driving an hour, or even if it's less than an hour, you're just not happy with wherever you're working and you want to try your employment at Affinity Coal, you can look them up on Facebook under United Coal Company, the fine folks of Affinity Coal. Well, out of the timeout, Bob, in a tie game, it'll be free throws for Shady and Braden Chapman.
Yeah, Braden Chapman shot it really well from the line this year. He's done everything well this year. He plays defense, plays hard. I enjoy watching how hard he plays. And he plays as if the score is 0-0 no matter what the score is.
So it'll be a couple of free throws coming here for Braden Chapman. Yes, the first one he leaves a little short. Braden Chapman, a 78% foul shooter on the year. So you figure by those stats, I don't think it'll be an announcer's jinx. He should make it. As soon as I say that, I did jinx him as he misses it, but Shady able to keep the possession alive with an offensive rebound. Maxwell from 3 is short. And here's Independence with it. Here's a 3, and that's not there. That 3 was put up at that time by James. And Maxwell on a run out, a lot of contact, and we got a blocking foul. And they'll call it on the floor, it looks like.
I think Ronnie Olson getting a little upset with his team right now. This is the only team on Shady's schedule right now that does not have an above 500 record. And Shady's kind of playing lackadaisical right now, and I'm sure Ronnie Olson will address that during the timeout. Good block.
Yeah, Shoemate with a nice rejection on Mans, but Mans gets it back and scores.
Mans has that good inside-outside game, great three-point shooter. Now he's able to go inside, use his athletic ability. I think he's really developed into a good player.
Shady maybe extending the pressure here, trying to speed Independence up a little bit. It's Goodson with a little pass down low, and the shot kind of hangs on the rim by Nelson, but it won't go, and it's out of bounds.
Independence did everything right there. Look at Ronnie Olson. I told you he wasn't happy.
Right. Wholesale changes.
Coming and bringing 5 in.
Yeah.
You could see that coming. And right there was an example of Holstein. Independence did everything right, and then Jaden Holstein affected the shot. So
I would say, as Coach Olson, he's sending a message to his starters. You don't really see 5-for-5 wholesale changes too much.
First time this year for Shady.
So here's Independence trying to regain the lead on this possession. There's a drive to the basket and a nice shot. And already with 4:17 remaining in the first quarter, Independence has scored more points in the first quarter, or as many in the first quarter as they did the first game.
Yeah, Colton Hughes, nice little move.
So here is Shady with it. Williams on the drive.
Yeah, this could be good for his confidence, because I'm telling you right now, it's in there.
Shoemate back the other way with a bucket.
Corey Shoemate used his body there. Great job positioning.
Nice pick and roll. Nice block by Goodson from behind. And the short shot is put up. Not there. And we got a jump ball in the possession. We'll turn it over to Independence.
Yeah, Cyrus Goodson showing off his athletic ability. Good block.
And Davis going to the basket, and he couldn't finish. And now Independence with a chance to regain the lead here.
Yeah, Smart just getting away from Shady's run and jump. Sean Jenkins getting everybody away from Goodson.
Goodson dialed up the 3, not there, but there's an offensive rebound. And that was put up by Jordan James. He left it short.
Yeah, he got fouled. He got hit hard there.
Here's a 3. Good! The 3 put up by Bailey.
Jalen Bailey, the 5'6" sophomore. Sean Jenkins really upset with the non-foul call on the other end.
So Goodson attacks the basket, and you knew that if there was any kind of contact, Goodson was going to get the whistle, because they didn't get the whistle maybe from the play before.
Yeah, and they should have. You know, those close ones in near the basket, you know, a guy's not going to jump up 3 feet from the basket and miss it by 3 feet. And Sean Jenkins very upset with that.
So they called the foul on the drive. Independence will have to take it out under their own basket. Here's a deep 3. That's going to be a little short as it hit the rim, and it comes out to Shady. That shot was put up by Hughes.
Nice pass.
Nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful pass. And Davis finishes, and Shady on a mini 5-0 run.
Yeah, Gavin Davis, only 5'11", but plays a lot bigger, strong in the paint.
Nelson on the drive. They cut him off. Shoe made a lot of contact inside, but Shoe made able to finish.
That may have been the payback call. I thought Williams did a good job there getting position, and no charge granted.
Here's a 3. It's not there, but Shady had a chance for an offensive rebound, and it's going to stay with Shady, I believe knocked out by Independence. So Chris Lilly will check into the Independence lineup. It is correct, 11-8 is the score. And Shady to inbound under their own basket.
Independence playing a man-to-man, moving their feet well on defense.
Yeah, there's a reach-in foul, and they're going to get the foul that time on Lilly.
Yeah, with this lineup in the game, look for Shady. Try to get Kyle Olson open for a three. He's a big-time shooter. And Jack Williams, that knee keeps getting better every game. I'll just tell you, before he hurt that knee, he was on his way to being an all-state caliber performer. He's a big-time player.
So here's Shady on the attack. Williams on the drive, and he's fouled, and he'll get to the line to shoot two. Take your pick. There was a player in front and a player from behind. Let's see who they will call the foul on. And Goodson will get whistled for the Independence foul as we watch the replay.
Ooh, that's a little bit closer, I think, than the officials think there. And Sean Jenkins thought it was closer. I think he had the same view we did.
So Jack Williams will get to the line. He will shoot a pair. Williams, a 6'2 sophomore. And he makes the first of two. So Nathan Richmond will check into the Shady lineup. So Coach Olson's already played more players, Bob, in this first quarter than he normally does in most of their games, as the second free throw is not there and Goodson gets the rebound.
Yeah, I think upset with effort. Look for those starters to go back in there to start that second quarter. But the reserves coming in doing a good job for Shady.
Goodson races up the floor and he gets bumped, and that's going to be a Shady foul. It'll be a common foul. Independence will have to inbound it.
Let's see if they know Shoemate's taking it out. They won't run the little Alabama's play I liked a minute ago.
They work it around the horn. They start way out high. And let's see if Goodson will pull up. He'll shoot a 17-footer, and it's nowhere close and out of bounds over to Independence. Over to Shady, beg your pardon.
Another thing I like about Goodson, playing basketball, multi-sport athlete. You know, he, probably a college football player, as good as he can catch the ball, but, you know, didn't just say, oh, I won my state championship, my high school career's finished. Out here playing basketball and doing a good job.
There's a three ball from the corner, not there, but Shady keeps it alive. They throw it out for another three. Bailey's too strong with that three. Good hustle, but it's going to be out of bounds over to Independence.
Yeah, Independence with 52 seconds left in the first. A chance to get this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, and Bob, I don't think very many people thought, considering how the game went the last time and how well Shady's been playing, it'd be only a 4-point game here in the final 40 seconds of the quarter.
I'm one of those, Maris. I didn't think so either.
Goodson on a spin to the basket, and they'll call a foul on the drive. But by Cyrus Goodson decided to finally come out and play basketball, he just gives Independence a completely new look offensively.
He does.
Because the way he can take defenders off the dribble.
Yeah, he's an athlete, and he's a competitor and the best defender on the team also.
So here's a three from the right side, in and out, not there, but Shoemate with a rebound and a putback too strong. Shoemate's got it again. They battle for the ball, and we're going to have a held ball, I do believe. And the arrow will have it in Shady's direction.
Yeah, that was a big play there. Indy with a chance to cut it down to a one-possession game. Had a couple good looks at it.
Yeah, Jordan James, that shot he took was halfway in.
Look for, I would think Ronnie may go for the last shot of the half, but no, Shady looks like they're playing.
There's a nice drive to the basket, and James got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. A turnover over to Independence.
10 seconds, Shady will go their full court pressure. Look for Goodson to get it and take it to the basket. 10 seconds left.
Last shot time here for the quarter number 1. Cyrus Goodson. We'll have to hurry up and shoot to get it off, and it's going to be short, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1, your score is Shady 12, Independence 8. We'll be right back as we get you ready for the second quarter as we're streaming live here on Video Productions.
We are Northside Automotive. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are your home for 8 incredible car brands in Summersville: Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Take a ride on the North Side where everybody rides. Northside Automotive, Route 19 in Summersville. Online at northsidewv.com. We are proud supporters of high school athletics. We are Northside Automotive.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School with Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry. Butch Mounts producing and directing tonight. And Bob, quite a surprise in the first quarter, 12-8, and it'll be Independence having the first possession of quarter number 2.
Yeah, Independence played well on the defensive end. Coach Olson not real happy with his team's effort, went wholesale substitution. Back with the starters for Shady to start the second quarter.
So Independence will have first crack at it in quarter number 2. And the ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Independence. Goodson, I believe he lost. Nope, I thought he lost it, but the ball was knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Independence under their own hoop.
Well, this is Independence 5th OB. They're showing them all.
Yep.
I mean, and I think Coach Jenkins has some good out-of-bounds plays.
And here's a shot from the right corner, and that is a little short. And back the other way we come with Shady with a bucket.
Jaden Holstein running the floor. The big fella, cross-country champion, has wheels.
Yeah, you like to see that, your big guy hustling down the floor. You get the ball to Shoemate down low, and it's swatted away.
Yeah, it's a nice pass by Silas Nelson. Good hustle back by Shady to knock it out of bounds. And that's Amar Maxwell with the hustle play.
So Hughes to put it in play. Goodson on the drive to the basket, left it a little short. We got an offensive foul. That'll be the second personal foul on Cyrus Goodson.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him out. I don't think he can afford it. You know, that's the one in high school basketball. You know, in college there would be the restricted area and you couldn't take a charge in there. In high school you can take it after they make the layup.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of refs don't call it that deep, but, you know, according to the rules.
And a good job by Shoemate to turn Shady over.
Yeah.
Shoemate with the steal.
Yeah, Shoemate has those quick hands.
So Independence being very deliberate. And Goodson into the lane on the drive, puts up the short shot. It won't go, and the rebound is to Cole Chapman. Mans puts it on the deck, attacks the rim, can't get it to go. And back the other way, Nelson got the rebound, and there's a Shady foul. So right now, Bob, even though Shady's ahead, you're right, they just don't seem like they're playing with the same energy. Maybe they had a little letdown after the big win over Parkersburg South over the weekend.
Yeah, Shady going to a zone trap. That should pick up their steal level.
And they got a steal right there, but Holstein couldn't finish, but they keep it alive. And Mans will try a three from the corner and hit.
Cam Mans, one of the best three-point shooters in the state, knocks it down.
Yeah, when the ball goes in the basket, a lot of good things happen.
Yeah, that lets Shady set up their press.
So Independence turned it over and committed a foul. Jordan James will check into the Independence lineup as Cyrus Goodson will have a seat. And actually, I beg your pardon, it's going to be a Shady foul.
Yeah, they said that's 3 fouls on Goodson.
Well, I know of 2. Well, he had Goodson, he had one on the charge, and he had one down here, and now they do get it corrected. It was a foul in Independence as I originally thought. But they're saying that Cyrus Goodson has 3. So, Bob, with 6:03 left in the half, more than likely he might be done for the half.
I wouldn't. I mean, they need him on the court. I'd let him foul out Maris, but I think differently. I mean, they need him on the court. I thought he only had 2.
I agree. I thought he only had 2. As Mans thought about the 3, he'll put it on the deck and throw it away. Hughes in the front court, and Shoemate picked up the loose ball, and we've got a foul. And that's, yeah. Well, the fouls are starting to mount up. That's 11 fouls between the two teams. 6 fouls on Independence and 5 on Shady.
Yeah, Independence will have trouble with Goodson out of the game. He's been their primary ball handler, and Shady's pressured. Independence really needs Goodson in the game.
Yeah, you've got to find somebody to create and try to get into the lane. And you can't go behind the back when you're being double teamed. And here's an easy layup right of the lane, up and in.
Jack Williams, good steal,
Yep.
Great finish.
Jack Williams with the bucket, biggest lead of the game right here. And as you mentioned, Bob, you know, without Goodson in the game, Shady's pressure is starting to take over. Jack Williams from the corner for 3.
Yeah, if Jack Williams gets his game going, you got to watch out even more for the Shady Spring Tigers.
Shady on a 10-0 run here in the second quarter. And another turnover. Maxwell down the lane to the rim. He misses it, stays with it, puts it back up and in.
Yeah. It's a 16-point game that quick.
Yeah.
As soon as Goodson went out. I mean, I know it's not traditional basketball to play somebody in the first half with 3 fouls, but I'm telling you, I would be tempted if I was Coach Jenkins, say, put him back in the game.
We got a 30-second timeout. So while we got a 30-second timeout, wanted to tell you about the fine folks at Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes will have a Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling this Saturday, February the 11th. There are still lanes available. You can call them at 304-253-7328 and go ahead and reserve your lane for the Futuristic Bowling, your Sweetheart Bowling, and that'll take place from 10 to midnight this Saturday night at Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. So out of the timeout, going back into the first quarter to now, right now it's a 13-0 Shady run.
Yeah, we look back through our clips there. They did have Cyrus Goodson with 3 fouls.
So a big decision for Coach Jenkins, and at the moment he's going to still leave Goodson on the bench.
And, you know, coaching purists, that's now Shady's in their 1-3-1, 3-quarter court trap, and just had another steal.
And they got Corey Shoemate.
Yeah, Shoemate has good hands around the basket.
To lay it in, there's a foul on the other end. And Braden Chapman will get to the line to shoot 2. But that bucket by Shoemate, as we'll watch it right here, that broke a 13-0 Shady run.
Yeah, tip ball, Shoemate, good hands.
Yep.
Scored, and then less than 5 seconds later, Braden Chapman, Shady gets the ball out quick, attacks the basket. Braden Chapman going to the free throw line.
So Chapman came in averaging 18 a game and shooting 78% from the line. He had missed his previous 2 free throws, but he knocks that one down. And Braden Chapman will now shoot the back end of this 2-shot opportunity. And he made them both.
And I'll tell you what, the big fella Holstein at the front of that 1-3-1 3-quarter court trap, he just covers a lot of ground. He's really quick. There's Braden Chapman with the steal.
Braden Chapman goes in, tries to dunk it, and he missed the dunk. Finds Maxwell, he whips it over to Holstein, and Holstein will lay it up and in.
Very unselfish pass by Amar Maxwell. Holstein the recipient for the bucket.
As Independence will throw it away, but yeah, you're right. With Holstein at the top of the pressure, with the length that he has and the ability, his athletic ability really makes it tough for Independence to get the ball up the floor.
Yeah, he makes it tough on a lot of teams. He does a lot of things for this Shady team that don't show up on the stat sheet.
Well, the one thing, and we had talked about when Independence is only able to score 2 points this quarter, and they really miss Goodson in so many levels of what he brings to the offense.
They did.
Here is Mans will dial it up from 3, and he hits.
And that's all Cole Chapman drawing the defense, making the right play. You leave Cam Mans open, he's going to get his feet set and knock down the 3.
So it went from 12-8 starting this quarter to this 31-10 lead. And here's Independence. There's Nelson with a short shot on the right baseline. Jordan James got the rebound. And there's a turnover. And then Shady turns it back over. And Nelson traveled. 3 straight turnovers right there.
Ugly basketball, Maris.
Yep, a turnover, Independence, turnover Shady, turnover Independence.
Yeah. Shady will get in this set offense, and Cole Chapman usually finds the right person. That's a point guard's job to create rhythm and balance for his team, and he does that.
And they're going to wave off the basket and call it travel on Braden Chapman. Of course, if you're Cole Chapman, you're right. He always finds the right person. Not a bad guy to throw to your brother when he's Braden Chapman, right?
Yeah, that was a interesting travel call. I was blocked there, didn't see that.
Well, Cole Chapman gets the steal. Mans will dial it up from 3. It's short. It's knocked out of bounds by Braden Chapman. It'll go over to Independence. Jack Williams checks back into the ball game. You know, you look at Jack Williams there, and he's got his left hand is bandaged, and he's got that big brace on his right leg. He's a real warrior, isn't he?
He's a tough kid. Tough family. Sister, player of the year in volleyball. Just athletes everywhere.
Shady making it real tough for Independence to get the ball across midcourt. Shoemate in the low post, backs in, lays it up, couldn't get it to go. A little too strong with the shot. And Cole Chapman on the move, tacks the rim. A little floater goes.
Yeah, Cole Chapman always in control. Never too high, never too low.
Shady currently on a 9-0 run. They had a 13-0 run earlier in this quarter, and there's another steal. Maxwell down low, puts the short shot up and scores.
Shady turning defense into offense. 25-point lead now.
Yeah, this went from a really close competitive game to a blowout just like that. But Independence, we know, will continue to play hard as they try to get the ball to Shoemate, and they throw it a little too far over his head and out of bounds. But, you know, not just physically, but the pressure mentally gets to you as well.
Oh, yeah. Looks like there's about 7 Shady Spring Tigers out there. They really run their different presses well, and they change them up at the right time.
Braden Chapman, hard drive to the basket with a finish.
Braden Chapman strong with that left-handed dribble.
Yeah, he put the ball on the deck, and he went hard to the basket, and it's a 5-second call that Independence couldn't get the ball in.
Well, they say Maris pressure bursts pipes.
That's right. It breaks the dam.
I believe there's a flood going on here in Shady.
Maxwell down low, turn around off the window and in. A big mismatch. Maxwell able to score down low. And Independence held to only 2 points thus far in this quarter, and we're less than a minute remaining in it. But it's been a Shady offensive explosion with their pressure here in the second quarter. There's a nice floating shot by James, able to finish.
Yeah, Jordan James, nice move.
Jack Williams for 3 straight away and doesn't go. Shoemate with the rebound. So let's see if Independence will hold it for the final shot of the half.
Kind of hard to hold it when you're turning it over at the rate they are.
And as soon as you say that on cue, they turn it over. Cole Chapman. He'll try his luck from three, and that's not there. Shoemate runs down the rebound. Final 7 seconds of the half. I'm not sure if Independence knows that. And they don't get a shot off, and that's the end of the first half. At the break, it is all Shady. They have a big second quarter, and they'll take a 39-12 lead into the locker room here at halftime at Shady High School. You're watching exciting boys high school basketball streaming on Video Productions.
My name is Skyler with United Cycle Summersville and Beckley, which is located right across the street from Hobby Lobby. We just want to let you know we have some cashback rebates, some up to $2,000 for our side-by-sides that go all the way through the end of March. Those are for Polaris, Kawasaki, Honda, and Suzuki. Please give us a call at 304-252-9775, and for the Summersville location, 304-872-6626.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School with Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry, Butch Mounts producing and directing. And at this time, we would like to thank one of our instant replay sponsors, West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma, and Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in the car, whether you had a car accident or you had a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you back on your feet. West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma, a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Well, Bob, at the break, it is 39-12 in favor of Shady. It was only 12-8 at the end of the first quarter, but a message I think was sent from Coach Osen by taking out his entire starting lineup there in the first quarter and bringing in reserves. And then in the second quarter, Shady dialed up the pressure and held Independence to only 4 points in that quarter and has opened up this big 39-12 halftime lead.
I agree with that, Maris, and I think he did send a message. And also, what they call him, side dog, Cyrus Goodson picking up that foul, being the primary ball handler and having the athletic ability and the poise to contradict Shady's pressure defense. It all happened at the same time. He got his third foul. Shady's pressure picked up. Ronnie Olson sent a message. It all happened at the same time, and you see the scoreboard. There's your result.
Yeah, and like I said, Independence played a good first quarter. I think they got the pace the way they wanted it, but as you said, the game really changed dramatically when Cyrus Goodson had to come out of it with his third foul. And obviously, you think Coach Jenkins, no question, he'll start him the second half and just say, you got to play smart. You got 3 fouls. But I think you can only play one way, how Cyrus Goodson plays, very aggressive, and we'll see how that unfolds when the second half starts.
Oh, definitely going to put him back in at the start of the half. Like I said, people think I'm crazy. I wouldn't have taken him out. I'd have told the refs, look, my best player has 3 fouls. You better be careful. You better be careful. Don't put a 4th one on him. But and human nature, they probably wouldn't have. But
well, not unless he actually fouled where you couldn't help from calling it, right?
I don't know. Sometimes you know how I feel about those stripes. Sometimes they can see things differently.
Well, you're
right.
Not
just this group. These are good. These are good guys out here, reffing, doing a good job, and I just like to have fun with them.
Well, Bob, you coached for so long, and from the high school and college days, you've had enough conversations with many referees on many different levels about a lot of different things, I'm sure.
That's putting it nicely, Maris. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back, and continue our halftime. Bob will have maybe some individual totals when we come back as Shady's in front 39-12 as you're watching a live streaming coverage of exciting Raleigh County High School basketball here on Video Productions.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Everything we do is in search of more go. We go. So it goes. So you can go.
At Childers Enterprises, your comfort is our business. We're always on the go. Childers Enterprises is your trained comfort specialist in Southern West Virginia. Choose train and feel pretty comfortable in your home.
Make that one call to Childers Enterprises for your free estimate.
It's hard to stop a train.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank, with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. At the break, it's a 39-12 Shady lead over Independence. And Bob, you got some numbers of the first half.
Yeah, Mar Maxwell and Jack Williams has 8 points for Shady. Cam Mann 6, Braden Chapman 4, Jaden Holstein 4, Gavin Davis 2, and Cole Chapman has 2, and Jalen Bailey came in there and got three quick points. That's for Shady, totaling 39 points. And for Independence, Corey Shoemates leading the way with 6 points. Cy Goodson 2, Jordan James 2, and Colton Hughes 2.
So at the break, Shady up 39-12. We'll take our final halftime break, come back, get you ready for the second half. You're watching live streaming coverage of Raleigh County High School basketball on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Hello, my name is Skylar with United Cycle Summersville and Beckley, which is located right across the street from Hobby Lobby. We just want to let you know we have some cashback rebates, some up to $2 grand for our side-by-sides that go all the way through the end of March. Those are for Polaris, Kawasaki, Honda, and Suzuki. Please give us a call at 304-252-9775, and for the Summersville location, 304-872-6626.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. At the break, Shady in front 39-12. We're about a minute and a half away from starting the second half. And while we got a minute here, I want to tell you about one of our streaming sponsors, which is Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of Raleigh County Sports. For all your heating and cooling needs, you can dial up the fine folks at Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. Indoor Air, your Amana dealer. Well, Bob, we're about a minute away of getting the second half started. It was 12-8 Shady at the end of the first quarter, but a big second quarter, and then Shady up now 39-12 as we're moments away from starting the second half.
Yeah, Shady's pressure defense really kicked in, had a great second quarter. big lead here going into the third, and we'll see how it goes. Goodson will be back in the game. That'll give Independence some confidence handling the pressure. And I know Shady, they'll start out with their starting five, and they'll start out with their pressure defense. You know, that's not to run the score up. That's how they play. And regardless if you're in a tie game or you're up 35, and I know fans have a hard time with this, but you don't want to put your substitutes in that practice every day and say, okay, we're going to stand in a 2-3 zone and wave at them. No, that's not fair to your subs. You're going to play the same way the starters play to help your subs get better. And I think coaches understand that. I'm not so sure that fans do all the time.
Well, you know, as they say, Bob, and you probably know this better than I, if a coach, you start listening to people in the stands, you end up sitting with them.
Maris, that's the best one I think you've had.
Well, I got a few of them, but, you know, and I say this all the time, anybody that's won one game has won one more than I have, but after broadcasting for 30-plus years, I've seen a little bit of everything, but yeah, I know how it is.
And 30 years, you're old.
Yeah.
You're old, too, so.
Yeah. In fact, between you and Butch, I'm the oldest of the three.
Well, we all knew that.
Yeah. All right. Ready to start the second half.
All right. Get our game face back on, baby.
We got to have a little fun, don't we? That's what it's all about. That's what helps keeps me young, though, Bob. All right. Shady will have the first possession of the second half.
And Cy Goodson, both teams back with their original starters.
So ready to go. Independence going to show a little pressure in the backcourt. Maxwell on the drive, attacks the basket, a little strong, but Holstein able to get the rebound. Not there, but Maxwell there to clean it up.
Lamar Maxwell with the putback.
Cyrus Goodson spent most of that second quarter on the bench with 3 fouls.
Yeah, and he's their primary ball handler. You know, doesn't get too shook up. You know, I always refer to his mom's side of the family because I know them, but his dad was a really good football player at Concord too. So that family, brother Atticus, player of the year in football, really good baseball player at Walter State. So they just have athletes all over the place.
Here's Goodson on the drive, and they're going to say that it's a held ball, and the possession arrow will keep it with Independence. So it'll be Colton Hughes to put the ball in play. And Holstein steals it. Mann's in the open floor, and a nice catch, shoot, and score left of the lane.
Really nice pass by Cole Chapman. Mann's out running the floor with another finish.
Here's a 3-ball by Hughes from the right corner is good.
Yeah, great play by Cy Goodson, drawing the help, and Hughes knocking down the triple.
Cam Mann's on the other end trying to answer, and that rattles out, but Shady keeps the possession. Braden Chapman to the rim. It won't go. Holstein with a putback. Not there. We got a whistle, and we're going to have an Independence foul.
Yeah, that's where you got to put a body on them. Got to put a body on them, get them over your back, because Shady's just too bouncy, too good at the second chance opportunities.
So Holstein will get to the stripe. He will shoot a pair, and the first one is good.
Other scores around the state today. Bluefield defeated Chapmanville, and I believe it was last night Fairmont barely beat Logan by 1. Been some good games around the state this past weekend and today.
So Holstein is able to make both free throws, and we've got a whistle and a charge, and that is going to go against Goodson, I believe.
Yeah, we take a look at this.
Yep. Holstein catches it and lays it up and in.
Nice pass by Braden Chapman.
So that last foul, that's the 4th foul on Goodson.
I'd leave him in there.
And we're just 2 minutes in to the 3rd quarter, and Coach Jenkins is not happy right here in front of us with the officiating with that last call. So while we got a second, full timeout, we'll go ahead and take it with them. We'll be right back, streaming here on Video Productions.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back to Shady. And Bob, during that timeout, the Independence coaches have really been on the officials. And, of course, all the time you coached, I know you would never jump on the officials, right?
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's a 32-point game right now. And Coach Jenkins didn't think that was a charge on his ball handler, Cyrus Goodson, so he's letting officials know. And that's serving 2 purposes. He's letting officials know, I mean, it's going to be hard to come back from a 32-point win, obviously. He's letting his guys know he's fighting for them. And, you know, he may be wanting to call in a sectional game down the road or something like that.
Shoemate gets hammered on the offensive rebound, and he'll get to the line to shoot 2. So it'll be 2 shots for Corey Shoemate. And it's also possible, too, I'm sure, Bob, when coaches, when they argue with the officials, maybe, as you mentioned, not maybe for this game, but maybe for a game on down the line, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. And then sometimes you're frustrated. And then sometimes you're seeing what you can get away with. And, you know, Sean Jenkins has always been a fiery guy. Coach Kevin Grogg, the assistant there, always a fiery guy and a referee. And, you know, when Coach Grogg has refereed for 30 years, and when he gets on them, you know, they know he's a former referee. So
Holstein with the short shot in the lane.
Yeah, Jaden Holstein, good hands, good catch, able to get the bunny. See, that's why I'm saying leave him in the game. You just jumped on the refs. They're probably not going to put that 5th foul on him. He's probably going to get away with stuff. I would put him right back in the game.
Yeah, they've taken him out. Independence talking about Cyrus Goodson.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's their primary ball handler, and Shady is a pressure defense team. You know, it's really hard to operate without your primary ball handler in the game.
Here's a 15-footer from the right elbow, and it's not good. And that shot was put up by Arthur and back the other way. Maxwell's shot is rejected by Shoemate.
Yeah, good block shot there by Shoemate.
And now Shady turns it over.
And one thing about a Sean Jenkins team, they're not going to quit. They're going to play hard regardless. And the same for Ronnie Olsen's team. Shady, they don't care if they're up 30 or a tie game. They play hard.
Jordan James has a shot rejected by Maxwell. Nice defensive play by Maxwell. Mans thought about the 3, put it on the deck, dribbles through the contact, no whistle, puts up the short shot, and then he'll get it back on the pass from Maxwell and score.
Yeah, nice pass, Cam Mans. The recipient again. He's added some inside game to his three-point shooting, and he's become an all-around player.
So Shady with this lead. They came into the ball game winners of 11 in a row, on their way to maybe making it 12 as Mans will finish right of the lane.
Great defense by Shady on one end, turning it into offense on the other as Sean Jenkins is coming in with 4 new players in the game.
And they go down on the floor. We have a held ball. And let's see which way the arrow will be pointing. Jordan Harvey was a tremendous football player in Independence title run. He's into the ball game now. Chris Lilly into the game for Independence. Arthur out on the floor. And Vandal into the ball game for Independence right now. They get the ball down low. Maxwell throws it back out high to Mans. Mans attacks the basket, and the shot won't go. Arthur gets the rebound for Independence.
So Sean Jenkins getting some of his young guys some playing time. You know, coaching when the game's out of hand, you got to think of the next year and the next play, and a lot of things go through your mind.
Shady will dip into its bench. Jack Williams, Sam Jordan into the lineup. So Independence will have possession under their own basket. And Maxwell comes out of there with the steal. Nice give and go, and Braden Chapman's little short shot won't go. And once again, Independence Arthur comes out of there with it. And that's a little air. That's an air ball into the lane. That was Zach Smith with that shot. And Holstein can't finish on the other end, but then he gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in, and draws the foul.
Yeah, great hustle by Jaden Holstein. Didn't succeed on the first one. As we look at the little general replay, maybe some contact there, didn't finish, able to get his own rebound and put it back in.
So Holstein trying to polish off a three-point play, and he does just that. You know, Bob, Independence scored 8 points in the first quarter. They've only scored 8 points since then.
Yeah. And, I mean, Shady plays great defense all the time. I think a lot of Independence trouble scoring is Cy Goodson not being on the court.
There's going to be a foul on Shady on Williams. And that'll be 2 shots for Chris Lilly getting to the line for Independence. As you said, and we knew this, that with Independence, their kids continuing to play hard. Oh, yeah. Forget the score. Just try to score on each possession when you have the ball.
Yeah, they'll keep rebounding. They'll keep playing defense. And Ronnie Olsen's team will not let up. I mean, when they have subs come in the game, they'll play hard, just as hard. I mean, that's how the game is supposed to be played. Right. And one of my buddies told me that Sean Jenkins was a great player in high school. And I was teasing about that. He said he put 50 on, I believe, Frankie Shelton, I believe, played for Westside. It was Oceana. Then I believe Sean played for Glenn Rogers. I think he had 40 or 50 on Sean. Sean had game. Ronnie Olsen had game, played in the state championship game for Independence. Nice pass. Yeah. Jack Williams, good pass. Gavin Davis on the finish.
That was a nice finish by Davis. Yeah, Bob, you know, back in the day, as you and I would say, you know, there was 6 high schools in Wyoming County. As there's a turnover. Of course, you had Mullins, Pineville, Batesville, Oceana, Herndon, and Glenn Rogers.
That's pretty good there, Maris.
How about that?
When I was in high school, I knew about the 3A schools. I didn't know about many others, but I like that. I like that little history lesson. I got that now.
Yep.
It's good stuff.
Here's Independence trying to find an opening. The Shady defense has been tough.
Yeah.
And there's going to be an air ball and over to Shady.
Oh, yeah, there was a mistake. Ashton Arthur was open in the right corner, wanting the ball, had his feet set. And if you just make the right plays, I don't think it was a selfie. I don't think he saw him.
Yeah.
You got to make the right plays to get a decent shot off. And,
so here's Mans. Nice give and go, and Jordan with a finish.
Yeah, started with a great pick by Jordan, put Independence in the switch position, and great pass by Jack Williams.
And a steal. Cole Chapman, left of the lane, lays it up and in.
Yeah, Cole Chapman reading the passing lane, getting out, getting the steal. Easy layup.
So coming down to the final 40 seconds of the third quarter. And Harvey with the ball now. Harvey was a tremendous football player on Independence's title run. He's more of a banger, in basketball, in the post. And here's Lilly with it for Independence. And Independence is going to go for the final shot here of quarter number 3. Lilly a fadeaway, needs a roll, it won't go. And that's the end of the third quarter. At the end of 3, it's all Shady. Shady 62, Independence 18. You're watching live streaming coverage. High school basketball here on Video Productions.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
The main goal of our firm is to provide the best client experience possible.
I want my clients to believe that they've experienced fairness. Then finally, I want them to know that they got a friend. I'm not in the business of running off business, but I'm in the business of being honest.
At the end of the day and at the end of the case, I want the client to know that they didn't leave anything on the table, to feel without doubt that they made the right decision to hire this firm.
Dance cam.
Welcome back to Shady High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Bob Boland. Butch Mounds producing and directing here tonight. Bob, we're headed to the fourth quarter and Shady up big, 62-18.
Yeah, music playing during the timeout and people dancing all over the place. I was looking for the dance cam. I guess we didn't bring that tonight. Maybe that's for sectionals, Maris.
Maybe.
The dance cam. That's exciting.
Well, Shady's had a lot to dance about through 3 quarters tonight, as we got a foul on the first possession of the fourth quarter. And it's going to be a foul on Holstein. So Independence will inbound the ball. In fact, this is only the fourth foul called in the actually the fifth foul called in the second half. So Independence will have first crack of it here in the fourth quarter, and they turn it over.
Yeah, Shady went back with their starters to start the fourth quarter.
Maxwell will dial it up for 3. Left it short, but Braden Chapman with the offensive rebound. And nice play. Monroe with the steal. Monroe with the layup and lays it in.
Monroe using the basket as a defender to stop the shot blocking ability. Good move.
Mans for 3 from downtown.
Boy, Cam Mans can shoot the 3. Yeah, they're having a good time down there. I think Cam remembers a few sacks when he was the quarterback 2 years ago by Independence. So Cam wants to get as many threes as he can.
Here's a deep 3 from the right corner for Independence, and that shot comes up a little short, and that was put up by Nelson. By the way, Monroe, who we spoke of, is Holstein up and under and scores. Monroe, he got a lot of playing time for Independence in their football run this past year, in their state title run.
You can tell these guys, Cam was a football player until this past year and probably will play baseball in college. And you can tell these kids know each other. And, Independence football team, I watched your broadcast, Maris. Independence was amazing. And everybody said, well, they're beating everybody by 60. They're playing a weak schedule. Well, guess what? When they got in tournament time, they beat everybody by 60 again. So I'm not sure it was a weak schedule. They had a great football team. They were fun to watch. Now on the basketball court, it's Shady Spring. Shady Spring, #1 team in the state. And
Cole Chapman will try it from 3. Doesn't go, but Braden Chapman with the rebound, and it's out of bounds over to Independence.
Yeah, I think Ronnie Olson will empty that bench here in a second. I guess Sean Jenkins not going to put Cyrus back in the game, getting his guys for the future, a little bit of playing time.
Well, in that first game, January 19th, Independence scored 25 points. They have 20 now, as that 3 won't go. And we still have, a little under 6 minutes for the game. As Maxwell will drive into the lane, and what we got, an offensive foul.
Yeah, you got to, worry when you're up 47. Probably time for those guys that have sat over there a lot of games and really been supportive to get some time, number one. And number two, you worry about getting one of your starters hurt.
Yep.
And the game's a little bit out of control. The game will get a little sloppy. And look for Ronnie Olson to go with those changes here very soon.
There's a foul. We'll have a couple of free throws. And Independence will get to the line for a couple of free throws. And it'll be Bradbury at the free throw line. He misses the first one. And he'll now shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. And he missed that one. He missed them both. 5.5 to go. And Shady closing in on their 12th straight win and 15 overall. Down into the paint. A little short shot by Maxwell is good.
Maxwell adding to his scoring total.
Coach Olson ready to dip into his bench and bring in new players as the ball goes out of bounds. We'll see some substitutions. Davis, Williams, we have 5 for 5 coming in. So the starters' nights are done.
And Maris, one thing I love to do in the evenings, sitting here scrolling on the iPad, getting a little live look at the Greenbrier East up 44-30 against Oak Hill on video production. Looks like another great crowd at East. And a lot of people come up to me in these gyms and say, Butch is our president, but we get to take the credit. And they say, boy, video productions has changed the way basketball is seen in high school. And we're very appreciative of those comments. And as 21, Jamar Henderson knocks in a basket, the lefty. But, a lot of people get to watch these games that sometimes can't get out to them. Jack Williams, as soon as we start telling the video production story, things heat up here. Well, Jack Bob, Williams with a nice little floater.
Bob, you're so right, and I'm so fortunate to be a part of this great organization as Video Productions. That should count. I don't know if they will. In the NBA, you can shoot it on Tuesday and it go in on Wednesday and it count. But I don't think they're going to count the basket. But Bob, talking about the Greenbrier East Oak Hill, it's a good chance that will also be the first-round sectional matchup, Greenbrier East and Oak Hill and Beckley and Princeton. Of course, that's still to be determined. Here's Monroe with it. And he lost it.
Yeah, Jack Williams trying to overpass to not be selfish. That's what I like about Shady. And Kai Olson with a bucket. Ronnie Olson getting a quick timeout, probably for a substitution.
30-second timeout, so while we've got a second, we can pull up one of our live reads here, and we will tell you about Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes this weekend will have their Sweetheart Futuristic Bowling. That'll take place this Saturday, February the 11th. There is still time to call and reserve your lane. It'll go from 10 to midnight, and you can dial them up at Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. And that's a nice place to take your sweetheart if you really enjoy bowling at Leisure Lanes.
Yes. I'll tell you what, Brian Chapman, I believe, just won the half and half. Nobody will get a cent of that except Brian Chapman. Oh, we've got a live look in here. Greenbrier East up 47-32.
And like I say, Bob, it's a good chance that this is a preview of the opening round sectional game, because I do think as how it's going to work out, that East will be the 1 seed, Oak Hill 4. And Beckley and Princeton play a big game in Princeton on Friday. The winner of that will probably get the 2 seed, and obviously the loser will get the 3 seed.
And I like Adam Seams from Greenbrier East. I like how he plays.
He led them to the state championship in soccer.
And the only reason I'm not going with you on that, Maris, because the Shady Spring crowd, they don't care too much for the Flying Eagles.
Well, I'm
just not going with you. I mean, I let it go the first time you told those matchups.
Right.
Now we went to the second.
Well,
that Shady Spring is ready to talk about some Shady Spring basketball.
I get
you
that.
know how they are, and I
do.
do, and I don't blame them.
But here's another thing, though, Bob. I'm also appealing to maybe the large basketball audience that may be viewing the ball game.
Well, they got you the first time.
All right,
Maris.
I got you. I got you, Bob. I'll read it loud and clear. All right, Shady throws it away.
Brian Chapman. Hey, you think we could get like a free soda or something? No way. He's not going to share with anybody.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I got to say this about Brian Chapman, and and I may have told you this before, Bob, is there's a turnover. About 3 years ago, Brian Chapman and his wife, April, and their kids, they had my birthday party at their house. So that's how I know that Chapman's in. Brian's a great guy.
Oh, he is. Well, great family. I like to pick on him. But you got to be a little tight when you have 4 boys, 2 sets of twins. Nice pass.
Yes, and Davis with the finish.
21, Brody Radford with the good look. Younger brother of Bryce Radford. Nice basketball play.
Here's Nelson dialing it up for 3.
Silas Nelson, a freshman, 5'10 freshman. Those feet set. Count it.
Olsen put up a 3. Davis with the rebound. It's blocked from behind. It'll stay with Shady.
You know I love big-time shooters, and Olsen's one. I watched him hit 6 threes in a quarter in a JV game last year. He can shoot it from deep. Great, nice out of bounds play.
Yep. Missed the short shot inside, and here's Independence coming up on the final 3 minutes of the ball game. There's an air ball put up right of the lane. And Nelson almost had a steal. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with Shady. Of course, in Shady's section, no question they'll be the top seed. There's no question about that.
Is this a replay? 1 and 4?
It very well could be Shady and Independence in the opening round of the sectional tournament. You are
Look
correct.
at that pass again.
Yes.
Look at the operating the pick and roll perfectly. And that was Jalen Bailey with the nice pass. Was that Sam Jordan on the catch? I think it was.
Yes.
Now Bailey and Radford both came in, executed the pick and roll perfectly.
Power moved down low off the window, not there, and Jordan with the rebound. So here's Richmond with the ball, and we got a whistle, and Shady wants a timeout. Radford with the ball, beg your pardon. So now they're going. Now Bailey, I see Bailey's out there. Radford's out there. Davis, Olsen. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of the ball game. Here's a 3. It's a little strong. That was Brady Johnston, a 6-foot freshman, put up that last shot.
Nice skip pass.
Yeah, open 3, short. Davis with the rebound. But yeah, Bob, I would say that as Olsen put up the shot, that these two teams will play again in the opening round of the tournament.
That was a good play there by Radford, pitching back. Olsen should never pass up a shot. He shoots too good. He's got to let that fly.
As he lets that one fly and drains a 3.
Yeah, there's being unselfish and then making the right play. And if Kyle Olsen's open, he's supposed to shoot the ball. I mean, he's a shooter, and shooters shoot.
Right,
that's what
absolutely.
they do.
That's what they do. The 3 on the other end by Independence. That shot put up by Bradbury, and it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Independence.
And you see Gavin Davis diving on the floor. I had to get him a floor burn before he got out of the game. He plays hard. 80-26, and Gavin Davis, both elbows diving on the floor. My kind of guy right there.
And Gavin Davis, he was a big part of Shady's football team this past fall. As Richmond is now into the lineup for Shady in the final 1:03 left in the ball game. We'll have a quick post-game show.
You know, it's fine when these guys get in the game. They try to be unselfish at the end. You got to make the right play. You know, it doesn't mean everybody's supposed to score at the end. Make the right play. Get better. I mean.
And that's the key to getting you more playing time in the future.
Yeah.
So we're under a minute. And Shady's going to get their 12th straight win, 15 overall.
I'll tell you what, if they execute that pick and roll again, those two little guards, I believe it was Bailey and Bradford, both executed it perfectly. Let's see if they go back to it.
Well, you know,
here comes the pick.
And, you know, we're almost close to the same score we were in the first game. It was 88-25 in the first game. It's 80-26 here as Nelson will draw the foul and get to the line. So Nelson, he'll shoot two. And like we said earlier, Bob, for Shady coming down the stretch, they've got Greenbrier East on the road Friday night.
That's going to be a good one.
And boy,
video production will be there. Shady at East. East is a different animal at home.
That's right.
That's going to be a good one. That's going to be huge. It'll be sold out at East. A lot of people will be looking forward to that. Game time, it's Friday night, Maris? Game time at 7.
Game time is scheduled for 7:30 according to the schedule I have here in front of me.
Yeah, you better tune in at 7. Make sure you get your seat and your popcorn because that's going to be a good one.
Yep, that should be a classic. We'll play the final 20 seconds of this one.
Nice pass by Olsen. Good finish there by Jalen Bailey. Keep making the right plays, young guys. That's what you do. Keep making the right play. You know, Independence took it on the chin hard tonight. Don't feel sorry for Sean Jenkins. I'm just telling you, he'll build a program there. He'll do a great job, and they will be back. Another huge win for the Shady Spring Tigers.
So Shady wins their 12th in a row, their 15th overall. Final score, Shady beats Independence 82-27. We'll take a break, come back, and have you ready for our post-game show as you're watching live streaming coverage of high school basketball on Video Productions.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Everything we do is in search of more go. We go. So it goes. So you can go.
At Childers Enterprises, your comfort is our business. We're always on the go. Childers Enterprises is your train comfort specialist in Southern West Virginia. Choose train and feel pretty comfortable in your home.
Make that one call to Childers Enterprises for your free estimate.
It's hard to stop a train.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry. Butch Mounts producing and directing. Final score, Shady with their 15th win of the year. They defeat Independence 82-27. It was 12-8 at the end of the first quarter. Cyrus Goodson got in foul trouble, and it really changed the complexion of what Independence was trying to do, as it was 39-12 Shady at the break, 62-18 Shady after 3, and final score 82-27. And Bob, you have some of the numbers of this big Shady win.
Yeah, just Shady, too tough. I mean, Shady has balance everywhere, and Shady Spring Tiger, another big win. And the scoring, Amar Maxwell had 12, and Cameron Mans had 15. Jack Williams came in with 10. Jaden Holstein with 15, and Amar Maxwell with 12 are the double-figure scores for Shady. And for Indy, Corey Shoemate led them with 7.
All right, we'll take one final break, come back, wrap this one up. Final score, Shady beats Independence 82-27. You're watching live streaming coverage of high school basketball here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Skylar with United Cycle Summersville and Beckley, which is located right across the street from Hobby Lobby. We just want to let you know we have some cashback rebates, some up to $2 grand for our side-by-sides that go all the way through the end of March. Those are for Polaris, Kawasaki, Honda, and Suzuki. Please give us a call at 304-252-9775, and for the Summersville location, 304-872-6626.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
Midstate Ford, where every deal is a Big John deal. Northside Drive, Route 19 in Summersville. Come see why people from all over the great state of West Virginia are making the drive to Summersville. Incredible deals on brand new Fords. The state's guaranteed lowest price on brand new F-150s, Super Duties, and more. Plus incredible service after the sale at Midstate Ford, Northside Drive, right off of Route 19 in Summersville. Online anytime at midstatefordwv.com.
Every year, the big banks raise their fees while reducing the services they provide. How do they get away with that? If you were to join Pioneer Community Bank, your money would stay right here, supporting a local business, which results in lower fees and better customer service for you. Sounds like a plan. So you're not really stuck with the big banks and their policies. Keep your money where it belongs, right here with Pioneer Community Bank. Pioneer Community Bank, with locations in Beckley, Yeager, Sophia, Moore, and Welch. Member FDIC.
West Virginia Orthotic and Prosthetic Center provides orthotic and prosthetic devices, promoting the highest level of personal and professional patient care. West Virginia O&P has a state-of-the-art fabrication facility where devices are produced, customized, and fitted in-house by our fully certified staff. We are honored to have the opportunity to work with our veteran population, providing them with the highest level of care and support. We are conveniently located in Beckley, just off I-64 at the Brookshire Lane Medical Park. Please call for a free evaluation or contact us online.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School as we put the final touches on this big Shady victory. The Shady Tigers defeat Independence 82-27. Shady's now 15-3 on the year. They've now won 12 in a row. Independence falls to 4-12. Bob, your final take of this very impressive Shady victory here tonight.
Well, we had an interesting first quarter.
Yeah.
And Ronnie Olson got upset with his team's efforts, subbed, wholesale changes, kind of picked Shady up. They kind of turned up the intensity. Cy Goodson got his third foul, kind of really put Sean Jenkins' team behind the 8 ball. And then Shady was able to dominate from that point, but kind of what we expected. Shady's the top team in the state, and Sean Jenkins is rebuilding. But you Independence fans, don't worry about it. He will rebuild it. And you Shady fans, your program's in really good hands with Ronnie Olson. And I think right now, put this to rest. Shady, Greenbrier East Friday night. Boy, get ready. You people that can't make it to the game, there'll be a huge audience on video production. That will be a good one.
It really will be, and looking forward to Friday. That ought to be a battle up at Fairleigh between Shady and Greenbrier East. Well, that'll wrap it up from here for our entire staff, our crew here for Mr. Butch Mounts, producing and directing tonight's ball game. From a partner, Bob Boland, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. It was Shady defeating Independence 82-27. Good night, everybody.